Fabio Wardley versus Kubrat Pulev looks to be next. Pulev is coming off a huge victory over Mahmoud Char, who was the favorite. Pulev came out and had a tremendous performance, which I expected. He's 43, 40, around 42, 43 years old. He's up in age, and he's one of the oldest heavyweights we have right now. But he's a very tremendous fighter. He knows how to put punches together, and you can't really count him out in any fight. Fabio Wardley has been through some wars with Frazier Clark. Last fight, not so much. He didn't really get touched up at all. First round knockout, and this guy's coming to fight, man. He's really coming to do damage. He's not going to sit around and wait. He wants to have the tough fights. And if you see the names that he's being surrounded by, it lets you know heavyweight division is very tough right now. Anybody in heavyweight right now can have as much rest as they can or they need because you don't have to go through the stress of making these fights and going through everything. That's why a lot of these fights right now, especially with Pulev, he's looking at a situation where, one or two fights can have him in a title fight or a big payday. And he's at the age right now where he doesn't have a lot more opportunities. So he's gonna take full advantage. And you're gonna get the best of the best from these guys. These are some of the toughest fights they've been in. Right now, people are taking the toughest fights of their career. The heavyweight division is very loaded, a lot of talent. Everyone in the heavyweight division is taking the toughest fights they can. And if we're able to see some good results from this fight, maybe you could see other opponents fighting these type of guys, or both, or if it goes to decision, tough fight, maybe both of these guys will have an opportunity in the future. But right now, this is a huge clash. I like the fights they're putting together. I really didn't think too much of Wardley and Pulev. I did, but I just really didn't think too much of it, because Moses' name was floating around still. And Pulev is a very good fighter. He has a lot of experience. I think that Fabio Wardley will be able to handle him very well, especially with the fights he's had against Clark. Clark is not the same type of fighter, but the adjustments Wardley was able to make made a big difference. And he has the experience enough to actually get in the ring with Pulev. Has the talent as well. Pulev, he has a lot of experience though. I mean, a lot of experience. He's been in there with some tough guys. So this is not going to be an easy fight for Wardley to go in there and just go for the KO. I think the one punch KO is not going to work against a guy like this. You're going to have to break him down. The age will play a difference as far as the punches he will be able to take. But this is going to be a tough fight, man. I think that Fabio Wardley is stepping into that role where he wants to become one of the best. He definitely wants to become one of the best, and he's fighting like he's one of the best right now. And as he moves up in the ranks, he's going to be fighting tougher and tougher competition. And maybe one day we will see a Moses Atama versus Fabio Wardley if he's able to get past this fight. It will make for a huge clash and a lot of interest in the future for this division. Both of those guys are what you would consider, Fabio Wardley's still young when you look at the other guys at heavyweight. So it makes a lot of sense. But, you got to worry about Pulev. Pulev been shutting things down. He's not ready to retire. He's not trying to go to the back of the line. Very tough fight.